Working at a BMW motorcycle dealership has its benefits, and one of those means trying out new products. Today I'll be reviewing the Skwoosh motorcycle seat pad. I'm assuming Skwoosh's main competitor is the Airhawk, which in my opinion is a better built, better thought out product. A cheaper competitor could fill a void in the market. Also check out this pickled popcorn because reasons. The materials and construction they use seem to be a bit janky. Specifically, the stitching doesn't look too well thought out. Also, their retention method is a bit weird, with only one elastic strap going around the bottom of the seat, which then snaps in place, which you'll see I will pull apart here. It also looks kind of cheap, especially against a BMW. And I have a few things to say about actually using it on the road. Well, hello there. We're going to do a review of this Skwoosh road review type thing. Alright, let's get to the meat and potatoes of this video. Why do I always say that? So I've given this Skwoosh pad about, let's say, 4 hours total time, and that's about all I'm going to give it. I'm using it right now, but this is one of the areas where, believe it or not, I actually hate it. And I don't know why I'm using it at the moment as I'm doing this, but it doesn't feel super stable. Like there's kind of a rubberized coating on the bottom of it, and it's supposed to kind of grab the seat, and it could just be the material of my Corbin seat, but it doesn't seem to grab, and I kind of slide left to right, and when I give it throttle I slide back into the seat, and it's all over the place. And then like on top of that, it kind of gives you the sensation that you're rocking and you're not super stable left to right, like laterally. So that's really concerning when, like, you know, I'm trying to just focus on doing some twisties and stuff, and it's kind of, I don't know, it's drawing my attention away from it. So I rode this in too on the highway, and I had done like an hour ride on the highway too with it, and you know, it's kind of marketed to say that like it's, or rather advertised to say that it's gives you some airflow, and I don't believe that, because I mean, unless just because I'm a really skinny dude and I don't really have much of a butt, like it didn't seem to give me any more airflow, and it actually just made things hotter, and that's kind of what it's doing now. I know I've already mentioned in my past part of the video that it's kind of, I think I said janky materials, and that's exactly what it is. I mean, it's kind of like some of the stitching is kind of messed up. It's like a single stitch all the way around. We got one in to test, and straight out of shipping it, one was like, you know, losing all of its like gooey, squishy liquid on the inside, which I have no idea what it is. But so I mean, this review wasn't really meant to be like stop making things squish video. Like, just, you know, consider that maybe your market is still in the like health industry and stuff, you know, where you're making stuff for people in wheelchairs and everything, and that's really, you know, that's honorable. Like I appreciate that. I don't want this review to be like anti-Skwoosh nonsense, like never buy any of their products, because like it seems like even their leather one, which I have been able to try out, like, I mean, not, sorry. Yeah, so, I mean, there's a leather one that they make that actually seems like it's got a different material on the inside or something. And that feels a lot better, but the problem is they didn't give us one to test, you know, that's full on for the seat. It's just like this rectangular square that's like almost like a display type of thing. But again, I could see that leather one being kind of hot too, and you know, the whole idea of this kind of goes against, it's counterintuitive in terms of my knowledge with bicycling too. Like, so I did a lot of road cycling before, and actually sold my road bike, so I'm not doing that anymore. But you know, the idea is to actually have a pretty hard seat, but one that fits you well. It's kind of interesting that like this whole scene is just going towards like, where's the most squishy seat, blah blah. Like, you know, I see that on like a lot of cheap mountain bikes and stuff, where people put those like gel pads on their seats, and that really just ends up making things worse. And that's kind of what this product probably will do. But let's talk about the freaking price of this thing. $75 for this one? I mean, like, I could kind of see the $100 maybe for the leather one, because it's leather, but, and like, you know, it seems like it's decent quality and everything, but $75 for this, I would never pay near that. I would pay maybe like $20 max. And I mean, I'm just being honest, like, it doesn't seem like it's that costly to make. It doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of research and development that went into it, since, I mean, it's literally just kind of a slightly different formed pad than what they currently make. So do I recommend it? No, I wouldn't recommend it. I think the best thing to do is just find a good quality seat that fits your butt well, and that could mean, you know, getting something that looks kind of more like a tractor seat that supports your back a little bit. It could mean putting an actual back support on your bike. But I mean, if you're having issues with that, like, you know, a $75 thing investment is all that money could be going towards a better new seat. So I would look into that first. I mean, I could see maybe if you have some like weird issues where you need to like have, you know, I don't know, some like medical issue where you need to keep like one ass cheek from sitting in a certain way or something, and like this is something you can use to combat that, and I could see that would work. I mean, sure, that's an option, but for me, I guess for my 23-year-old body, I don't really need that, and it just causes more issues. Okay, pulling off here and pulling this thing off, because damn, I cannot deal with this. So again, the biggest things for me are cost, the instability feeling when you're going around corners and stuff, and it's also kind of hot, and it's not supposed to be. So don't recommend it. I would skip on this one. Definitely look for a good seat. Moto Camp Adventure out.